Good morning.
Good morning.
I think I need to try that one more time. I heard one or two, but I didn't hear all of you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Lord's house as we're gathered to worship Him this morning. Gonna see some changes in our order of service. If you've already looked through your bulletin, we're on the path to getting back to some semblance of normalcy. And with that in mind, I'm going to begin our announcements so that I can let you know right up front. If you are not on top of what's going on with the changes with the CDC, let me fill you in. Beginning the 24th of this month, which would be a week from tomorrow, the state of Maine, our governor, has basically said in compliance with CDC regulations that all of the tape that you're seeing on the pews is going to go away. They're lifting all the restrictions on indoor gatherings. As far as the masks go, that's going to be mostly between you and your conscience, but the governor's official response on that is that if you're fully vaccinated, you do not feel like you have to wear your mask. And so I'll leave that to you in terms of let you figure that out. But in a couple of weeks, we'll be looking more like our normal selves again, I think. And that is definitely a praise from God. Other announcements to be looking at. If you look in your if you grabbed all of the paperwork that was up there. We'll start with Tuesday's quarterly business meeting. I trust that you've put that all in your calendars at 6 p.m. here at the church. We will be meeting. There are a number of things we'll be discussing and dealing with and talking about, and so please plan to be there. Wednesday at 6 will be our prayer meeting. Tonight at 6, we're going to be looking at chapter 2. We're going to start through chapter 2 of 1 Timothy. We've had some wonderful discussions and had some interesting concepts, and last week we got chatting so bad it was like 20 of 8 before we headed out the door, and so hopefully I can get us out of here a little quicker than that tonight. But please come and enjoy our time of looking at God's Word together. I trust you picked up the thing about Camp Namaka.
On the back of the mission.
It's on the back of the mission. Okay, I have them as two separate pieces of paper. So if you grab the mission paperwork, then on the back of that is your Camp Namaka thing. Notice right under the title, 100 Years of Ministry. It was 100 years ago Camp Namaka began in 1921. And so I don't know specifically yet what their plans are going to be, but they want to do something to celebrate the 100 years of ministry there. So be looking forward to that, and as we get more information, we'll be updating you. But there's the dates for camp as you look at it. And if you're wondering why the big range of from the last camp, which is junior camp, till family camp, there's a lot of things that go on the weekends between those two, and so they're trying to avoid our fair, they're trying to avoid the balloon festival, they're trying to avoid a whole bunch of different things that are going on around the county during that middle end of summer. And so that's why they picked the dates that they did for that. I can't tell you the precise dates on this, but I can tell you that there is a $40 savings per child if they register early, but I don't know what that early registration date is because we haven't received it yet. So I'm assuming, I'm going to make the assumption right now that if you go online to their webpage, to the campnamaka.com, they should have all that information. And I don't know what the number is that it costs. I know Sherry told it to me, but I didn't write it down because we were at the school, and so, but I know, like I said, I know there's a $40 per child savings to apply early. So if you know anybody or have talked with anybody in the community about Camp Namaka, let them know what's going on. Any other announcements that we can announce on here? We have one announcement that I'm going to be announcing not on the video because of the sensitivity of it, but you'll understand when I tell you. But is there any other announcements this morning? I'm not hearing any, so we'll jump into our call to worship, which is Colossians 3:16 and 17 from the New Living Translation. And forgive me while I put my eyes on. Let the message about Christ in all its richness fill your lives. Teach and counsel each other with all the wisdom he gives. Sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs to God with thankful hearts. Whatever you do or say, do it as a representative of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks through him to God the Father. I'm going to ask you to take your hymnals, turn to page 391,